Hi class, and welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson will be on the reading to understand the writer's purpose. We'll be identifying the use of certain expressions that point to the intention of the writer. We'll also be identifying different expressions used by authors to point to the reader their intention. And finally, we'll recount prior experience to infer the author's intention in a passage. So kids, are you ready? Great, now let's begin. Whenever a person is writing, there is usually an intention behind it. Sometimes it's to let people know more about a topic, and other times it's just for entertainment. There are, however, 5 common author's purposes. 1. To instruct. 2. To entertain. 3. To inform. 4. To persuade. And 5. To describe. So, we'll read a few short passages to try to identify the writer's intention. Be sure to pay attention to details and keywords, and afterwards, we'll answer a few questions, okay? The stubborn donkey. There once lived a donkey in Animal Bay who was known to have a flaw. He never obeyed. His master would push and prod and kick, but once the donkey made up his mind, he just wouldn't flinch. One day, the master put some hay and pulled the donkey near with hopes that he would eat. The master left the donkey alone for a bit to check on the rabbits. Then the donkey sat and said to himself, "No silly master will tell me what to do." He got up and walked in the opposite way, far, far away from Animal Bay. Donkey found himself in a bush, not knowing that ahead laid an ambush. He sniffed at flowers and played with the butterflies until he skipped and hopped onto a trap. As he swung to and fro in the net far from the ground, he said to himself, "Oh, I wish my master was around." Then he prayed and prayed that he might be found. He said, "If I can go back to Animal Bay, I promise I will obey." Good job, everyone, for paying attention. Can anyone tell me what kind of passage this was? Yes, it was a story. How did we know? Well, in the story, we heard things like, "Then the donkey sat and said to himself." We also noticed some rhyming words. Now this is how we know that the story is also for entertainment purposes. Let's look at another passage. HIV. HIV. Human immunodeficiency virus is a virus that attacks the body's immune system. If HIV is not treated, it can lead to AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. There is currently no effective cure. Once a person gets HIV, they have it for life. But with proper medical care, HIV can be controlled. Symptoms of HIV include chills, rashes, night sweat, muscle ache, sore throat, fatigue, and swollen lymph nodes. Nigeria ranks 3rd amongst countries with the highest burden of human immunodeficiency virus HIV infection in the world. The 2019 Nigerian National HIV/AIDS Indicator and Impact Survey found that 1.9 million people are living with HIV and AIDS in Nigeria as at 2018. Good job, everyone, for paying attention. Now, from this passage, what would you say the writer's intention is? For information purpose and for explanation purposes. That's right. Good job, everyone! We've come to the end of today's lesson. And today, we learned about reading to understand the writer's purpose. We read 2 passages and deciphered the writer's intention. See you in the next lesson.